Hi, everybody. Frank Frausto here with the EQIFi marketing team to give you a peek behind the curtain of exactly what we've been working on over the last few days. And this is an important one because this is the first update that we've given after the Bitcoin 2022 conference that we were attending. And so we wanted to start by giving you guys a peek behind the curtain of exactly what we did. For those of you that have followed us on social media, you would have seen us share a lot of content and exactly what we were doing. For those of you that weren't there or aren't yet following us on social media, let's start by giving a recap of exactly what went on during Bitcoin 2022. So this was significant because this was really the first big conference where EQIFi has had a booth and a booth on the main floor. And it was significant because the entire executive team for EQIFi was there. While we were there manning the booth, a lot of people stopped by, a lot of EQI fans, and a lot of the EQI family actually stopped by to say hello. For those of you that were not there, one of the key takeaways was there was a lot of merchandise, EQIFi branded merchandise that we had for the first time, including the t-shirt that I'm wearing now. In fact, there were 3 different t-shirts. There were sweatshirts, there were stickers and more, and those were in high demand. But more importantly than that, the booth was packed. EQIFi's booth was packed all show long. In fact, we had 2 EQIFi ambassadors that were there to help us with the booth. So shout out to Taylor and Usan, who are 2 key ambassadors that actually made the trip out there with us. They actually went through an intensive 4-week training on the EQIFi products. And then we paid their way to fly out to the conference and help us man the booth because we knew this was going to be a really big event. They helped us staff the booth. They were there during the day, during the evenings. They were there to hang out with us, have dinner, go to the EQIFi parties, which we'll talk about in a minute as well. We love our ambassadors. There will be a lot more opportunities to work directly with the EQIFi team in a similar capacity soon. What was also significant for the event was we sponsored one of the cafes on the main floor. So for those people that were getting their morning or their afternoon coffee, their latte, their bagels, muffins in the afternoon, all that type of stuff, there was an EQIFi branded cafe. And so that got a lot of attention. We also had mobile billboards driving around the venue all weekend. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I was sharing that really cool advertisement on social media on my Instagram stories, where it was literally these big trucks with these big digital billboards that had EQIFi on them and were driving, circling the venue all weekend. We saw people stopping, taking photos, looking things up, probably downloading the app right then and there as well. So that was really cool. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. That was the main show. In addition to the main show, EQIFi had our own private event. So adjacent to the show, EQIFi secured a venue, and then we had a full day of activations, a full day of different events that were EQIFi specific events, not Bitcoin 2022 events. It was EQIFi specific events. It was not open to the public. It was only guest list, invited guests, VIPs, partners, etc., and a full day of 3 different activations that consisted of a few things. We started the day off with a Women in Crypto brunch. EQIFi wanted to take a moment and really celebrate kind of the amazing women that are in this crypto and DeFi space that maybe don't always get the recognition that they deserve. And it was a nice way to start the day off. A great time to network with some female colleagues. So our female members of the EQIFi team were there. Joanna, our CTO, Elena from our marketing team were there as well, along with other important female members of our partner organizations and different exchanges, metaverse partners. Some really great networking went on from what I'm told. The food, the catering was incredible. And it was just a beautiful event all around. That was in the morning. In the afternoon, we had some thought leadership workshops hosted by EQIFi and some of our EQIFi partners as well. We wanted to take a moment to share some of our knowledge with people that were invited, and this was also a great way to sort of network around with other key partners in the space and hear and learn from their expertise as well. So we had multiple different speakers that afternoon discussing a range of topics, sort of almost like TED Talk format style. They were discussing things from finance, DeFi, metaverses, NFTs, legal, etc. So a couple of highlights was Jason Blick, Brad Yassar from EQIFi had a session where they were talking about DeFi, traditional finance. We also had speakers from Polka City. We had a representative from our great partner, metaverse partner in Polka City, talking about different trends going on in the metaverse world. We had a gentleman named Josh Lawler, who's a partner of ours as well, representing Zuber Lawler Law Firm, talk about legal implications of what's happening in the metaverse and NFTs and all that type of stuff as well. Zuber Lawler is one of the premier blockchain-based law firms as well. So this was a great opportunity to share our knowledge with lots of other partners and to learn from them as well. But really the highlight of that day was the evening party. That evening party was called the EQIVerse Party. And if you followed our social media, we really did a good job promoting that as well. Why was it called EQIVerse? Because it's a celebration of EQIFi and all things metaverse and NFTs. That was the evening party that was at that same venue. There were DJs, there was music, there were metaverse partners showcasing what they're working on. There were past appetizers going around. It was really, really cool. And one of the things I liked the most about that was our focus on artists and NFTs. There was art from 10 different artists featured that evening. Some of them were in physical form. Others were also minted as NFTs and were available for sale at the party and on the EQIFi website. We were able to create an NFT sales page that was if you were following us and logged on, you were able to purchase an NFT from one of those artists, from one of our artist friends, via EQX. So EQX is the native token for EQIFi. It was a really fun party. It was great. There was a ton of merch that was there exclusive to that party as well. So those are the two main activations. There was the main party, and then there was the EQIFi specific events that went on. What are the key thoughts or takeaways that we have from our involvement from Bitcoin 2022? First of all, I want to say that this was very, very exciting and extremely productive. It's great to be a truly decentralized company, but there's something about being face-to-face with people, meeting other fans, meeting other partners face-to-face and sharing ideas. It was extremely productive. The booth, like I said before, was packed. We talked to more people than even we thought we were going to in our wildest dreams. It was a really successful show for us. We had fans of EQIFi coming up to us saying, "Oh my God, I've been following. I just downloaded the app. This is amazing. I can't believe you guys are actually here. Thanks for coming." And so many people too, that this was their first experience with EQIFi. And so us explaining all of what we've built and the problems that we're solving in the traditional finance DeFi community, people were so excited and really enthused that we were there. And a lot of them, we made a lot of new fans, a lot of new partnership opportunities. It was great overall, just for the awareness of EQIFi as well. The t-shirts and stickers, I have to say too, were in such high demand. It was really cool because we were seeing EQIFi t-shirts all over Miami all weekend long. So not only that, but we also made a lot of strategic partnerships, and exciting introductions were made as well. I can confidently say there are going to be some very exciting partnerships as a result of this. I'm also instructed not to talk about these too much. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned to our socials and/or join our Telegram group for all the exciting details. But I definitely can say that there are some exciting things to come for EQIFi and EQX. So definitely stay tuned for that. The parties themselves were also incredible. They were really well produced and really well attended. Those were at capacity as well. So there were different influencers and VIPs overall, it was really exciting. Expect more to come. What we're doing now is we're working on all of the photos, all the videos. We'll put together some cool highlight reels. We'll put together some cool packages of exactly who was there, what are some of the cool things we did, who are some of the awesome people we talked to and are going to be working with moving forward. So expect that to sort of flood our socials, social media over the next few weeks as we start to process all of that. So that's the recap of Bitcoin 2022. We did a lot there, and it was super exciting. So stay tuned for the next events that we will be going to. And I'm sure we would love to see, if you weren't able to get to Miami, we'd love to see you at the next one. Let's move on to the dev updates for the week. If you haven't been to the EQIFi website in a minute, go to eqifi.com. Why? Because it's a brand new website. It's been fully rebuilt and redesigned. It's easier to navigate. There's some cool menus new menus at the top header section that will make it easier for you to find the information that you're looking for. Some cool functionality like calculators have been added as well. And so it'll be a really cool, it's a really cool and really well done both user interface and user experience as well. Not just that, but we're also working on translating the website into a few different languages. For instance, we have large communities in Turkey, in Romania, and in Korea. And so we're doing our best to translate the EQIFi website into all three of those languages. So soon you'll see a widget that you'll be able to click and drop down and translate the entire website into one of those different languages. We'll be adding more languages to the website as we continue to grow and as we continue to scale as well. The main announcement, though, the thing that we're most excited is the same week as we were there at Bitcoin 2022, we also launched the mobile app. The mobile app is available and ready to download for anybody that has an Android device. Go to the Google Play Store and you can download the EQIFi app right now. What about Apple? Apple has approved the app. It's coming very soon, and that will be coming for all you iPhone users as well. No target date yet because we're still working with Apple and Apple needs to get back to us, and that's a little bit out of our control, but it should be very soon. And then will be launched on both of those main platforms. So that's one update. The other things that I wanted to highlight are some of what is possible via the EQIFi mobile app. And there are some really cool, really groundbreaking things that cannot be understated that I wanted to take a minute and highlight here. The first and main one is 0 fees for peer-to-peer transfers within the app. What does that mean? That means if I have the EQIFi app and you have the EQIFi app, I can upload my crypto and then send it to you with 0 fees. The entire amount is going to get there. No gas fees, no transfers, no transfer fees or anything. That is groundbreaking and cannot be overstated. That is an incredible feature and nobody else has that. So imagine now, I want to send somebody $100. There's no gas fees that come out of that. There's no transfer fees or anything. There are a million different cool use cases for this. So imagine maybe me and 3 friends are all going out to dinner. One person picks up the check and the other 3 of us want to send or reimburse that person for our part of the dinner. Well, now through the EQIFi app, if that other person also has the EQIFi app, I can send my portion of that meal to them in crypto and pay instantaneously with no fees. 0 fees for peer-to-peer transfers within the EQIFi app is incredible. It's incredibly valuable. So anybody that's watching this right now, download the EQIFi app, make sure all your friends download the EQIFi app and really start using it, because just that one feature alone is definitely worth investing in EQIFi. And then there's staking within the app as well. So now if I send that money to somebody for, say, that dinner, that person can take that amount of money and then why not invest it? Why not stake some of that? Why not use why not invest some of that into the yield aggregator and start earning some passive income right then and there? So the possibilities are really, really endless. We're very excited about this mobile app. We want everybody else to be excited about it as well. So those are the current features that are available via the mobile app. What are we working on? What is going to be on the horizon? around June or so, June-ish, we have a number of other features that we're working on for the mobile app. Tezos will be available in the mobile app. The OTC form will be available in the mobile app. So you'll be able to apply for over-the-counter crypto trades directly from the mobile app. Dark mode will be available, we're working on. So for those of you that love dark mode on the EQIFi web platform, we'll have the same dark mode availability in the mobile app as well. Binance Smart Chain, yield portfolios, and some other things that we're working on as well. So that's it from the dev side. I mean, exciting stuff. And again, if you have not downloaded the mobile app, highly encourage that you do that for all of the features, but especially those peer-to-peer transfers without any fees. Don't ever pay gas fees again. Get all your friends to download the EQIFi mobile app, and you'll avoid all of those peer-to-peer transfer fees. All right, so that's it from the dev side. Let's talk about marketing and round things out here. So from the marketing side of things, we are working on some brand new content that we think a lot of people will find helpful. So we're working on content around how to use the platform and some best practices on how to use EQIFi. So for instance, if your goal is, hey, I want to use EQIFi for passive income, that's my main goal, that's the main thing that I want out of EQIFi, what are the best practices and how should you use EQIFi in order to maximize your passive income? What percentages of the different products should you invest in based on your goals, based on your investment timeline, those types of things. So is it 100% staking? Is it staking plus loans? We're going to build out all of these different scenarios and give you some best practices of exactly what you should be doing if your goals are, say, passive income. Maybe I'm brand new to DeFi. We'll create content specifically for those that want to get into DeFi and crypto, but don't know how to use EQIFi. So we'll build out what are those step-by-step instructions to take you from brand new to all of a sudden now I know exactly how I use EQIFi if I just follow these step-by-step instructions. So expect more helpful guides, more best practices for those of you that have been asking for them. And then last but not least, from the marketing side, is we are ramping up and getting ready for our next contest. Because the mobile app has launched, this contest will be around using the mobile app. So this is going to be exciting. It will allow you to earn bonus EQX just by using the mobile app, downloading and using the mobile app. So for those of you that have Android or have an Android phone, I would highly encourage you to download them now because it's going to be based on the first few people that download and use the app. For those of you that have an Apple or iOS device, don't worry. We are not going to start the contest until it launches on both platforms so that everybody has an opportunity to participate and win and get some bonus EQX. We're excited about this. You're going to want to stay tuned for our socials. Stay tuned or subscribe to our socials. I would highly encourage you to download or to join the Telegram group as well so that you don't miss the specifics, what the rules are, and exactly what you need to do in order to win. The specifics will be, without giving away too much, you're going to need to download the web app and then do something, use it in a specific way. And if you do that, you'll earn some bonus EQX. So excited to launch that when the time is right. And so that's it. This was a little bit of a longer one because we've done so much over the last week or so. But we wanted to give everyone a peek behind exactly what we've been working on, why we've been so busy at EQIFi. So hopefully this helps answer your questions of exactly what we did at Bitcoin 2022, what the results were, what we've been up to behind the scenes on the dev side and on the marketing side. So that said, thank you guys very much for your time. If you have any questions, we'll see you in the Telegram chat, in the Telegram group. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.